do that.
Okay, fair enough.
Infernal Shrines is our map. Oh, but red team is banning first. Okay, never mind. JK.
What do you expect Bearforce to do here?
Oh boy, that's a good question. Yeah, I was gonna say Asmodan.
Yeah, solid ban.
Ig is incredible on Asmodan. That is a target ban.
This is a really good map for him too, because they're all gonna be fighting in this little area. You can not only dunk on them, but take out a bunch of little guys as well.
Definitely, like the Anubarak ban here. You have to respect ban that.
Yeah, I agree.
Weasel's just too good. Just too good.
Dahaka incoming though. I mean.
Of course.
So they're gonna go Dahaka. They're gonna pick up a second tank because they're gonna have a Dahaka. They're not gonna solo tank Dahaka. So for the love of God, pick Malthael. Just grab Malthael.
Well, the problem though is that Dahaka kind of craps on Malthael, right?
He doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Malthael goes in. Well, if Malthael goes in though, Dahaka just tongues him.
Anubarak shits on Malthael because he just cocoons. Oh yeah, swear words. Anubarak beats Malthael because as soon as he pops Tormented Souls, you cocoon him. But Dahaka doesn't. I mean, he doesn't really have anything. I mean, he's not a hard counter like that.
Well, yeah. He does, I mean, if you go in though,
okay.
Respect Dahaka. Interesting. I was gonna say though, if you go in as Malthael, Dahaka just tongues you, right?
We have these
kind of just left.
We have these teams right? I mean, it is Ranch Soda is blue and Bearforce 1 is red.
I think so.
Okay. Because this seems like a very Bearforce pick.
Yeah, I thought because there would be butts on Lunara, right? Weasel on Dahaka. That's weird. Maybe we have them mixed up.
No, I don't think we do. But yeah. But maybe they're just doing exactly what we thought would be good. Right? Banning out the Anubarak. Hey, they didn't pick Dahaka, so I'm gonna pick Dahaka. So you are limiting Weasel's hero selection at that point.
No, I do think Bearforce 1 is on the left.
Why would they ban out Anubarak?
No, because I don't know. That's weird, right?
No, there's no way. We've got it right. We've got it right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I know we said going in because I wrote it down. Ranch Soda's blue, Bearforce is red.
Well, okay. Well, it says the next person banning is Calvalot Rest.
Really weird. Okay. I like the Kael'thas pick. Kael'thas very strong on Infernal Shrines. The Tassadar. Okay, so they're going double support Tassadar. This is. Does Bearforce 1 have Morgan Coke or is that? Because they're gonna go Tracer probably.
Morgan Coke with Surf Ninjas.
Yeah, you're right. It was Surf Ninjas. Then they're gonna go. No, they're gonna go Illidan or. So basically, when you see a Tassadar, it should trigger in your head that they're gonna go for an auto attack hero. You're gonna like a Vala, okay? So we talked about the Holy Trinity before, right? Auriel, Tassadar, Vala could very easily be what we're gonna see here.
Yeah. No, yeah. This draft is it's throwing me because Dahaka Lunar, I would expect that from Bearforce.
Yeah, it's a very Bearforce draft. Antaeus, what do you think? You there?
Yeah, I'm looking at these. I don't know about that KT, but if they draft a strong solo tank and
oops, looks like we missed a ban.
Whoops.
Probably just deliberating a little too hard and they couldn't decide.
Or they're just that confident.
Kael'thas is very good on this map though.
Yeah, Kael'thas is a great meta pick on this map. There's no doubt about it.
Flame Strike just tears through the objective. You're fighting in closed corridors.
So Living Bomb.
Closed spaces, right? So Living Bomb spreads very easily. Very good pick. Maybe not the best to pair with Auriel, because your damage isn't that frequent, but...
So, Tassadar has changed a lot in the last couple of months. I mean, why don't you tell people why is Tassadar good with those heroes? Like auto-attack heroes.
So Tassadar's shield gives lifesteal, just baseline, and it gives a pretty significant amount. Is it what is it, 60 now or something? 50?
Yeah, 60, I believe.
60, yeah. So, his shields are chunky, and he can give these shields to like these like divey melee heroes who are kind of squishy. So it gives them like a lot more survivability when they're diving in. The lifesteal means that they can heal up a lot easier, and he can just keep them alive and just prevent them from dying, and just enable them really. So we see an Azebo pick. Guarantee you that's Mig.
So here's what okay, so I like the Nazebo pick because their damage is Kael'thas, and you're going to go Superstition. What I don't like about the Nazebo pick is because Superstition makes you vulnerable to auto attack damage, and that's clearly what they're going to pick. Yeah. They're going to pick auto attack damage.
Well, but they still need a tank. And if they've just here's what my when I usually play Nazebo and I pick Superstition, if they have a ranged auto attacker, I don't let them auto attack me. Right? Like it's usually only the melees that really like get on me.
Right.
So they need to kind of like they wouldn't have to pick a melee, but otherwise, like I think it's fine. Because you just like as Nazebo, you just keep your distance. Don't let the ranged auto attackers auto attack you, and you're fine.
Right. You would want to pick up like Thing of the Deep or something at level 1 rather than rather than
so
Widowmakers.
Their second ban is Vala. It looks like in chat they're just banning it that way.
Oh, okay.
Bearforce 1 gave it to them.
Okay.
Okay. Ah, there's the Greymane.
There's the Greymane, okay.
Stitches.
I like that. I like this comp.
I like it. I like
this
it.
This is such a not Bearforce 1 comp though. Right?
So let's just talk for a second. Let's talk a second. You got Kael'thas and Stukov, right? Stukov, you want to be grouped up because that's how you spread your heals. However, that's also how you spread living bombs.
Living bomb, yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm not sure about the Stukov into Kael'thas, yeah.
I also didn't like the Lunara and Nazebo combination, to be honest. If you're gonna have low tank,
I think it's okay. It's a lot of spread damage. Muradin
can. The thing is, again, it's a burden of execution thing. I know that Muradin can jump in, stun somebody on the jump, Q them for another stun, rewind, jump, Q them again, and you're gonna blow up anybody on their team. Absolutely anybody on their team. You're gonna quad stun them to death at 20. But can they do that? Can he do that?
I'm not sure.
With Tassadar.
Like he can't do that to Tass. He might not be able to do it to Greymane if he's in Worgen form.
And Oriole.
KT might save his stun. Oriole.
There's no reaction time. You get stunned by it's 4 stuns in a row. I'm not sure that there's enough time for him to empower an E and throw it, but before he gets blown up.
So I'm not even sure at this point Muradin can stay alive. Like even if he gets hooked, I don't think he could stay alive against the other team.
He just jumps out. They can't lock him down. They'd have to. Oh. They'd have to be saving an empowered gravity lapse just to catch him on the way in. Like I don't see that kind of. I just don't see that kind of coordination from Bearforce. I think the Bearforce is a great team. I just don't foresee that happening. I think he just jumps out.
You know what though? Like, Antaeus was saying he didn't like the Lunara and Nazebo. I think I agree with that now, because like their damage is very like it's sustained, right? But you look at the enemy team, they have Tassadar Oriole. Like Oriole is one of like the best, just like getting your team back up. And it's like if there's a bunch of sustained damage, she can just keep healing the team back up and just keep negating all that damage done.
And they can walk away. Like with a stick comp, you just walk away and wait for a hook.
Yeah.
Right.
If it's an engagement that you don't like, just don't, right? You just wait for one that's better instead.
Okay, so Kael'thas did go Convection, and I think he's pretty safely gonna be able to farm it.
I think that's pretty safe. The only real threat is like Muradin.
He's pretty far up though.
Yeah. Ooh, goes for the hook and misses. Nazebo does go for Thing of the Deep.
100%, yeah. Here's what I want to see from Kael'thas, and I see this a lot. I play a fair amount of Kael'thas. I see people empowering their Q in order to get the radius on it. That's not how you do it. You empower the gravity lapse so that it hits multiple people. It makes the stun last longer, and then you get an easy Q.
Greymane's in trouble.
Greymane might go down here.
No, they've got Oriel. They've got Oriel.
So you empower the gravity lapse to stun them. You throw a raw Q underneath, and then you living bomb on the way out. It's mana intensive, but it's very safe. Although he did just get 4 stacks.
4-man convection.
Ooh, good hook, but it's on Murden. Jumps out. Anyway, the reason why you empower Gravity Lapse, right, is aside from the multi-stun, it also makes the stun last longer. Mm-hmm. It goes from, like, what, 1 second to 1.5?
1.5. It's a 50% increase in duration.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a 1.5 second stun.
So if Bearforce, I've noticed, they're doing this thing where they group up in fights. If they continue to do that, then they might not win. Like, they might just get out. Beautiful.
That was a sexy hook from Weasel.
There are 4 top, though, and nobody mid.
Now,
but they are ahead in XP.
Yeah. They're ahead in XP, though, so it kind of works out, but I still would like to see them put a little bit more focus into making sure each lane is covered. Tassar is just going to stay bottom for now.
They're just conceding this.
Yeah, Ransom is getting this.
I don't blame them. They'd rather just push out the lanes, get some XP.
The issue is that they don't have a push comp necessarily. Like, they can't make it. Yeah, they can soak it out and stay even, but they're not gonna make anything happen with it. Like, if they had a Zagara or a Sylvanas or somebody, they could be like taking structures right now.
I would have liked to see them stay top, honestly. I'm not sure why they all grouped mid, and then... Ooh,
yeah, because right...
Yeah, SegaTai just gets out, because he's Tassadar.
I think the Kael'thas is way out of position, and there was just no capitalization on it.
Yeah.
Like nobody was within 10 feet of him.
So what I would do right
first
now...
wave fight, same thing, too.
What I would do right now, if I were Bearforce 1, send one person top, send one person bottom. Because this first Punisher isn't really going to do a whole lot, and you'd rather just split and soak and get XP. They're chasing Mig, but Mig's just going to get out, I think. Yeah.
Maybe.
Hooked, though.
Still not going to die.
He's out.
Yeah. Not enough damage on their side.
Kael'thas died. Kael'thas died, man.
Kael'thas died. Oops.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I looked down on Mig and I came back, but when I went down, like, he was super far up.
Okay, so now, yeah, they're once again they're abandoning mid lane.
So
and now they're abandoning top.
Kael'thas did just lose like 12 to 13 stacks of convection. That's pretty big.
And Ranch Soda is actually ahead in XP now. Like this whole abandoning lanes thing is starting to come back to bite them in the butt.
Yeah, I agree. Kael'thas is going to be behind all game now.
He was very close to finishing, and now not so much.
Yeah, the one thing people underestimate about KT is he's actually a pretty high skill hero to play.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to play him well, you can't land your stuns, or you don't know how to position, you're much better off just taking Lee Mei or something.
Bearforce 1 trying to invade, but this looks kind of fruitless.
Yeah, Weasel's almost certainly going to go down. I don't think he can get out of it.
Okay.
Maybe with this.
Yeah,
they might
there
be
he goes.
tilting a little bit here. I don't know why they're chasing these fights now.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they tried to invade either. If they were going to invade, they should have committed to it much earlier.
I think it was more
they had already captured the mercs.
Right. Rather than Stitches walking up into them, like, why not? If you know they're there, just throw a Q.
Just hook them.
Yeah, just throw a hook.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I don't mean to pick on Obi, but the more I'm watching this Kael'thas play, the less I'm liking the pick.
No, you're right. I wonder if it's just a case of he's not like the best Kael'thas, but they wanted a Kael'thas in their comp, right?
It could be.
Maybe.
He's very low on health.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that Lunara damage.
He only has 1 stack of convection right now. See, here's the thing: if they're not, there we go.
I think he's gonna die. Oh, wow. Stukov
should really back.
apparently didn't have D.
He's not getting healed. He's been low on health for a good 20 seconds. There you go.
Well, the other thing too is like red team should be clumping. Red team should be clumping for those Oriole heals, and they're kind of not.
Right.
Well, they also kind of can't.
ObiFett has to back.
Korror punish them for that.
Okay, so it's now a 4v5. Obi-Wan has
that was
backed.
a great zombie wall.
Tassadar goes down. Stitches goes down.
It goes down.
Yeah, they're playing way too aggressively for a Stitches comp right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're exactly right. They're trying to wade into a fight when they should be looking for picks.
They have to utilize the hook more and utilize the element of surprise that they get from the hook.
And KT actually needs to be... Like, he needs stacks and he needs to be defending.
Right, he should be down there
Right,
defending.
he should be down there
but...
defending.
Because he only has 1 stack. Yeah, this is gonna hurt him for the rest of the game.
8 to 10 at this point, man. They gotta soak up. Bearforce 1's in a bad spot.
$10 to 8, yeah.
So right now, the way this game is going, I think it's a textbook example of why you pick a hero based on how competent you are with them, rather than what the meta is just dictating.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, I like the thought there, Weasel.
I mean, Weasel knew where they were, for sure.
Can they do anything here?
No, hook's down.
They're just clearing.
That's actually a really risky clear, too.
Yeah, down
No, it
ults.
was kind of fine.
They know you're in that corner.
Yeah, the thing is, like, yeah, they don't have Kael'thas and they don't have Dahaka, but Dahaka can be there. Dahaka can be there in a second.
He's got a global.
Okay, so alt pickups. We see Archon, okay, and Crystal Aegis.
Ooh, flailing swipe from Stukov.
Phoenix.
Not massive shove.
I like it.
I like it, yeah.
Flailing Swipe is good.
Oh yeah, it's very good, especially with the changes now. It did recently get buffed.
Oh, very close hook on Mig.
They massively increased the knockback distance, so it's much more effective at actually doing its job now. And if you think about it, right, they have a Stitches comp. What happens if somebody gets hooked by Stitches?
Right.
Stukov can just swipe them away. It's good. I like it.
Mig's at 110 stacks.
Oh my.
Pretty good.
That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot.
Weasel took Bile?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what you thought about that. Oh, that's a dead Kael'thas.
Obi's going down again.
So there goes all your convection stacks, man.
Well, all your 1 convection stack.
Well, oh, is he still at 1?
He was still at 1, unfortunately. Good swipe there.
I hate to lose the swipe, but yeah.
Maybe not necessary though, right?
Yeah, no, I mean I hate. It's just
a rather long cooldown.
It is. I hate to lose it going into a fight like that, but
exactly right.
But you are up in numbers. I think Mig's doing the right thing here, just getting stacks.
Yeah, that's what all he should be focusing on. Especially because they finally fixed the Nazeebo bug, where he wasn't getting stacks.
Right.
Nazeebo is.
So I don't know why. I don't know why Null Pointer's by himself right now, showing on the map. That's super risky.
Well, because he knows where they are.
He knows
that they're all on the shrine.
He knows where they are. They just need to get to 13.
Yeah, he's soaking. I think that's fine.
I 100% I think would have gone Gorge this game.
Agreed. That's your win. Getting stacks is your win. So why?
Yeah.
No point.
I'm not sure if Bile's really gonna do anything.
It's a good Phoenix zoning them out.
Yeah. Makes it so they can't go in. Obi's very far forward, though.
Oh, that...
Gets Aegis, but he gets tongued and...
The Aegis actually hurt him, I think.
I think so. I think he probably would have lived if not for that Aegis.
Well, he was super far forward anyway.
No, he was.
You're right.
He was.
You're right.
I think the Aegis
let me put
sealed
it this way. He had a higher chance of living without the Aegis.
like all throughout these tournaments, one thing I've noticed and one thing I pointed out before is like people aren't pulling Punishers properly. Like you notice that time Weasel was standing so that he could get vision on the Punisher and pull it over, and then for some reason No Pointer just walked up to the gate and attacked it, and he got jumped on right in front of them.
Right.
Yeah. So
Dibby, you can see Mig has said a couple times like how many stacks he has. Why is that important?
Right. So Zebo has this talent at level 20 called Vile Infection. It's a quest talent and it requires 175 stacks of his trait. If he manages to get 175, his trait will now, which does a small bit of damage over time to minions only, PvE, right? It will now apply to heroes as well and do, I believe, 200% more.
Correct. Yeah.
It's just a ton of damage. Like it turns Nazebo into this hyper late game carry. He just does fearsome amounts of damage. And if you can just stay alive as a Nazebo, you will win team fights. He's at 150 already. That is insane.
That's really good.
He's doing an incredible job of getting stacks.
So he has 5 levels basically to get 25 more stacks. He's all but got it in the bag.
He's gonna get it for sure. And this is really good because like the faster you complete, the faster you get to 175, the better, because you will get even more stacks late game.
Right.
Wait, did Weasel just file?
Yes.
I think he did. Yeah.
That's strange. Butts might be in trouble.
I mean, I think just a panic bile. I think they thought he anticipated they were gonna get jumped on.
Oh, there's the tongue.
That's a dead butts.
That was a cute swipe, but I think a little unnecessary. It was pretty unnecessary considering that he was already tongued and the shrine's coming up. Probably just doing it to be cute, right? Just a little cheeky swipe.
They need to push a lane.
Yeah, I would just push mid. Would just push mid.
Yeah, for sure. If there's nobody there, just get the fort, right? In regards to the Nazebo thing, though, his stacks also, like, because that's his trait, it also gives him extra health and mana. And the more you have, the more durable he is.
So this is why a lot of pros hate Convection. Because if you don't finish it, and you don't finish it early, you might as well have not taken a level 1 talent.
Yep.
Yeah. It's really unfortunate.
And the thing was, he was doing fine. He had like 13, 14 stacks.
He was on track to complete it.
And honestly, just losing that, not only does it put you behind as far as the talent, right? It just kind of tilts you.
Oh no!
There he goes again. I mean, he's gonna die regardless. It's a waste of a Crystal Aegis, I think.
Oh boy, that was awful. Wow. That was very unfortunate for Bearforce 1. Kael'thas just happened to go the wrong way into the enemy team while Oriole went.
If I'm Bearforce 1 right now, I'm pretty tilted.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
I think this game's gonna be over pretty soon. I mean, we might eat those words in a little bit, and just something miraculous happens. But if we're thinking about the next game, right? If I'm Weasel, I'm getting back on that Anubarak, man. I'm getting back on Dahaka and doing something that I know.
Like I said, this is a very un-Bearforce 1 comp.
Right.
This is very not like them at all.
I think it's less the Weasel and more that maybe Obi should not be on like a hard carry ranged assassin. If they had like a bruiser like Zarya or a second tank.
Well, but here's the other thing too, though. They have an Oriole who doesn't have a good battery, and they have a Tassadar, but their combined healing is less than Stukov's.
Well, they would have a good battery if Greymane had a chance to actually do poke.
Well, yeah.
Right.
He has a Solar Stitches tank. He can't do anything.
Can't get in, yeah, exactly. And, like, sure, Kael'thas does a lot of damage with his Q, but, like, that's not sustain.
Kael'thas doesn't do that much damage with his Q. He's got 1 stack of Convection. I mean...
Well, yeah. No, you're right, you're right. He doesn't do a lot of damage with his Q unless he has Convection. Yeah, you're right.
Ranch Soda's gonna collapse on them really hard.
I would not be there. What do you guys
dangerous. Obi gets caught in the zombie wall. Stitches is taking a lot of damage. Bile is popped. Flailing Swipe goes out.
Your fight, guys. Get a pick.
Kill thoughts.
I'm not sure why Ranch Soda's playing so scared right now. That's very strange. Nothing happens on the other side.
Yeah, a lot of stuff went out, but nothing really happened.
I feel like Ranch Soda should have just gotten one more aggressive, but like, here's what I noticed happening during that fight. They were split. Like, they were splitting their damage on different targets. Like, Dahaka was sitting on Tassadar, just like in that little nook there. And like, everyone else was attacking different targets. It was very strange. But hey, they're still in the lead. Good wisp positioning from Lunara, although it's slightly outside the bush.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh, Auralynx gets caught.
SegaTai, no!
He gets out just fine though. But he does not get a heal from his own pathogen.
That was it.
Whoa, hold on though. They're getting pushed out.
Yeah, they're getting pushed out. This is
now.
Weasel's gonna try
However,
to reset the fight with another hook here soon.
they have a Stukov and they're back to full, so doesn't matter, right?
Nope.
Ransoda should just be going in. I want to see them go in, be aggressive, get a kill. But again, like, you see what I mean? Like, they're splitting their focus, right? Murden and Nazebo were bottom here. Everyone else was top.
I think this is their way of, like, I don't mind it too much because they have the double tank, and like
Right.
it's splitting up the other team to ensure that like the other team just can't heal up.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's true, right? They don't even necessarily need to get kills because they're just playing the map and winning the objective, right?
Yeah, I would have really have loved to see Force Wall to follow up on the Stitches hook.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's actually really strange they went Archon now that you mention it. They have like so many tools to synergize with Force Wall too, like Kael'thas stun, right?
Yeah. Oh, he's
Kael'thas,
Kael'thas is assuredly dead. Oh, maybe not.
Nope.
Oh,
Whoa, the Haka goes down. And I think Murden might. Nope, he's out. Yeah, is he?
Comeback starts now, boys.
Comeback starts now.
Okay, so they didn't lose a keep. So honestly, it's okay, but they are 20 now. If they're playing 18-20,
Yeah.
they need to soak.
So this is something I should point out too. Tassadar hasn't finished his Templar's Will quest. He's close, right? He's at 50 out of 60, but like that's typically the thing you finish. That's something you finish early on.
yeah.
Right.
He just hasn't been able to. So his auto attack hasn't been doing any damage.
Obi is on 13 out of 20 stacks on convection.
Yep.
Like he's gotta.
He's back to where he was early game.
He's back to where he was like 2 minutes into the game. If he
Fair.
dies again
Right.
now, it's a major
It's
blow.
backbreaking. Yeah. He needs to be very safe. Like, here's the thing, right? Bearforce 1 can still win this game. They need to just get a pick and win fights. And they can do that. Like, they have
Right.
actually been coming back in fights. So if they can do that, if they can just get a pick, they can snowball that.
If you're Ranch Soda, what are you trying to do right now? Are you trying to clear lanes?
I wouldn't be. I would be wanting to fight them.
No, yeah.
They're not 20.
That's what I'm getting at.
They don't have their 20s. Find them, fight them, kill them.
Right, in 30 seconds or so, 45 seconds, it's going to be an even game, right? No
Yep.
keeps taken on either side, both teams 20. This is when this could be big.
Oh, Murden. He gets out, though. He's Murden, right?
He does, but I don't want to see Obi-Wan that far out.
Right.
Just get out. You're 20.
Oh.
Just get out there,
Obi.
20.
Oh, no.
Oh, that.
He just baited out.
Very early Aegis.
Kael'thas is in the wall.
Look at that vile infection damage.
He's got to get a heal right now or he loses all the convection stacks. Oh, wow.
Look at their health bars. Like, the poison damage is insane. Between Lunara and Zebo, they're just shredding them.
Absolutely. That's game.
Wow. Okay. They can just core here, right?
I think.
I mean,
absolutely.
yeah, absolutely. It's just
Yeah.
they seemed a little hesitant.
We got 34 seconds before anybody gets up, and they're not 20 yet.
Just get on the core, guys. You got this.
Oh,
Very nice
pulls
drag
them into the
silence.
pull them into the silence. Wow.
That's game.
That's game.
Yeah, once again, I think this is a case of where, like, drafting for your player strengths is outweighing
Yeah,
considerations.
it was a very strange draft for Bearforce because they were completely out of their element.
Like, if you look at it on paper, if both teams execute at the same level, then for sure I would expect Bearforce to win, but they did on the same level, so...
Side note, I didn't know Kieri could play Lunara.